Have you ever looked up at the night sky, at all those twinkling stars and wondered, are we alone? It's a question humanity has asked for centuries. But what if one day we got an answer we weren't expecting? What if, instead of a friendly greeting, we got an invasion? Let's dive into a wild thought experiment. What would actually happen if aliens attacked Earth? First things first, let's get one thing straight. The aliens probably wouldn't look like little green men or the scary monsters from the movies. Given the sheer diversity of life we see just on our own planet, an extraterrestrial species would likely be something beyond our wildest imagination. They could be microscopic, energy-based, or even beings that exist in dimensions we can't perceive. For our scenario, let's imagine they're a technologically superior species with physical bodies and ships we can see. The initial contact would be chaos. Imagine the moment it's confirmed. Unidentified objects entering our atmosphere are not meteors, not human technology. They are real, and they are here. The first 24 hours would be a global storm of panic, confusion, and disbelief. News channels would be running 24/7. Social media would explode with grainy videos and wild speculation. Governments would be scrambling. The first official statements would likely be cautious, urging calm while they try to understand the visitor's intentions. But let's be real. Calm would be the last thing on anyone's mind. So how would we fight back? This is where it gets tricky. We're talking about a civilization capable of interstellar travel. That means their understanding of physics, energy, and materials would be light years ahead of ours. Our most advanced fighter jets, missiles, and tanks, to them, they might be like bows and arrows against a modern army. Their ships could have shields that make our weapons useless. Or they might possess energy weapons that could neutralize our defenses from orbit without ever entering firing range. An initial military response would probably be a mix of conventional and, if things got desperate, nuclear options. But using nuclear weapons is a massive gamble. What if it just angers them more? What if their shields can easily absorb the blast? Or worse, what if the resulting radiation makes our own planet uninhabitable for us, but not for them? It's a lose-lose situation. Military leaders around the world would face an impossible choice. This is a moment where humanity would have to come together like never before. Old rivalries between nations would suddenly seem pretty petty. We'd likely see the formation of a unified global defense council. Scientists, engineers, and military strategists from every country would be sharing all their data, desperately trying to find a weakness. Could we use a computer virus like in the movie Independence Day? It's a fun idea, but their computer systems would be, well, alien. It would be like trying to run a modern video game on a rock. Our best bet might not be a direct fight. Instead, human ingenuity would be our greatest weapon. Guerrilla warfare could become the primary strategy. We know our planet better than they ever could. We could use the terrain, our dense jungles, vast deserts, deep oceans, and sprawling cities, to our advantage. We could conduct hit-and-run attacks on their supply lines, their ground troops, or their infrastructure. It wouldn't be about winning a head-on battle, but about making the occupation so difficult and costly that they might eventually decide it's not worth it. We'd have to fight smarter, not harder. But what would their goal even be? Why attack Earth? It's probably not for our water or gold. Any civilization advanced enough for interstellar travel can likely synthesize or mine resources from uninhabited asteroids and planets far more easily. It's more likely they'd want something unique to Earth. Maybe our planet's specific location in the galaxy is strategically important, or perhaps it's our biosphere, the incredibly complex web of life itself. They might see us not as a civilization to conquer, but as a pest infesting a valuable piece of real estate they want to terraform for their own needs. Or, in a darker twist, maybe they see us as the resource. The social and psychological impact on humanity would be profound. The initial panic would eventually give way to a new, terrifying normal. People would live in constant fear. The world economy would collapse. Supply chains would break down. Getting food, water, and medicine would become a daily struggle for survival. But in the midst of this darkness, you'd also see the best of humanity. You'd see incredible acts of bravery, compassion, and sacrifice. Neighbors helping neighbors, strangers protecting each other. A new sense of global unity would be forged in the fire of a common threat. Our identity would shift from being American, Chinese, or Nigerian to simply being human. So, could we win? It's a long shot, a very long shot. Against a vastly superior technological force, our chances of outright military victory are close to zero. Our best hope would be a war of attrition. To survive, to resist, to make their invasion so painful that they eventually leave. It would be a fight for survival, not for victory. Or maybe, just maybe, our best weapon wouldn't be a weapon at all. Maybe it would be communication. If we could somehow bridge the gap and understand their motives, maybe we could negotiate. Find a common ground. Perhaps they see us as a threat, and their attack is a preemptive strike. If we could show them we mean no harm, peace could be possible. It's a slim hope, but it's a hope nonetheless. In the end, an alien invasion is a terrifying thought, but it's also a powerful one. It forces us to look at ourselves, at our divisions, and at our shared home. It reminds us that on this little blue dot, we are all in this together. The threat might be fictional, but the lesson is very real. Maybe we don't need an alien attack to realize that our greatest strength lies in our unity. What do you think? What would be our secret weapon against an alien invasion? Let me know your ideas down in the comments. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more explorations of the biggest what-ifs. See you next time.